Well, hey everyone, it's Marcus, and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. I'm speaking to two incredibly talented Australian music stars. Please welcome Felicity Urquhart and Josh Cunningham. Josh, Felicity, hey, how are you?
Hey,
Hey,
Marcus.
well, better now chatting to you.
Yay! And I was just saying to you, I'm glad we both got the memo about wearing our bandana. Josh, I'm not sure about you, but there's still
I,
time to get one.
I missed it. And, we could have got the jungle memo too, because we might have been able to get out of the van and, position
Wear the
ourselves in the
jungle
forest
suit.
somewhere.
Or whenever you go traveling, just take a little pot plant in the back seat. You know, what can you do?
The
Nature is
jungle.
good. Hey, I just want to say congratulations on the new album, which came out on March the 6th this year, Everything Around You. I love it. I was just saying to you, I thrashed it this morning, and I'm just in love with it. The music, the style is just everything I adore. So congratulations. Are you happy
It,
with how it's been received?
when people say that, absolutely. Yes, we are.
Yeah, it has been great. It actually entered the charts at number one on the Australian or the ARIA Country Charts,
Mm.
and had a pretty high. It was in the top 10 of the overall album charts too. So right
Yeah.
off the bat, it got a great response, and we've been kind of hovering a bit out on the road. You have a good weekend, sell a few extra copies, and it
Stay
goes
at the
back up the
top. Yeah.
charts again.
So we're
Bonkers.
hoping
I love
up
it.
Australians.
Yes, and you know what? When you hit Adelaide, it's even going to get even more big. And I know you're in the car on the way to South Australia now,
Yeah.
but yeah, expect a whole new resurgence. Definitely. Now, talk before we get on to the tour. Talk to me about the album. What was the main inspiration? What was the driving force behind the album?
Well, actually, everything really springboarded off an illustration that our eldest daughter did when she was in primary school. And it's a beautiful drawing of a compass with a rose at the center, and our initials are at the compass points. And we saw that way back at the time and thought that's going to make an album cover one day.
Mm.
And in typical, kid fashion, she just shrugged, oh, yeah, whatever. And I'm pretty blown away now that her artwork is on the cover of the album. It's on T-shirts. It's
Yeah.
making an impact with people all over the place.
And it is. It's a beautiful album cover. And I will overlay that during our interview, of course. But yeah,
Right.
congratulations. Just wonderful. I mean, you are multi-award winners. You know, the work that you have done, produced is amazing. This is album number three. The first one was 2001, way back. And then there was Songbird in 2023. Um, why the big break? And I know that you've all had your, individual work projects on and all that kind of stuff, but why the big break between 2001 to 2023?
Well, I guess it didn't feel like we had much of a break because Josh is like it's revolving doors at home because if he's not doing our tour or in the studio, he's got his day gig with the waifs because he's a waif
Yes.
for 30 years, and that's a pretty cool gig. And I've been a fangirl of the waifs for many, many moons now, and we'd run into each other at festivals and it's so bizarre that here we are now, the pair of us making records together and doing life together, Marcus. So,
Love that. So musically, I mean, let's not talk about personally because that's a whole nother chapter, but musically, what do you admire about each other?
Felicity is a phenomenal talent, and she's a fantastic singer and musician in her own right. But one thing that I really appreciate is that when you're playing music with her, she makes you sound better. She's a very supportive human being, just in her human life, but musically as well. It comes out, and I've seen her play with other people, and she really does create that thing where the sum of the whole is greater than the parts. But what she's delivering makes the whole sound amazing, and I really love that about what she brings.
Oh,
well,
Felicity, that was
that's,
lovely, wasn't it? And he'd say that behind your back, I'm sure.
yeah,
I do.
yeah,
So, Felicity,
he's,
what about Josh?
he's very sweet. Well, I mean, it's the same because all the years that Josh has worked writing songs and the guitar work for the waifs as a waif, it's phenomenal and it's really unique. So it was quite unusual. We didn't know launching into it if our voices would work together. And I've really said for our work, we have to both sing equally. He can't be like the guy in the back noodling around and writing the songs. I need him front and center on this. And so that's been really fun, and it did work. Our voices do just find their place. And sometimes we switch the harmony lines. Sometimes we follow the rule book. Other times we go, rules are out the window, and we just go with the flow. So it's been a really magical journey. Josh is not only his lyrics, but the way that he can find these melodies, and maybe it's because his fingers are so clever where he goes there. I have explored different musical ideas that I wasn't doing prior to our meeting and our partnership.
I love that. Like, seriously, what you two do is just absolutely magical. 2001's album to 2026 album, how do you think your sound has changed or developed?
I think our first album was very stripped back. I mean, it was literally just the two of us
Yep.
back there. And so we really kind of wanted to keep it faithful to when we go out on the road. This is when you buy the album, you're hearing what you've heard live. But then each subsequent album has been fleshed out a bit more. And but it's still very much us front and center. I mean, we have a rhythm section, a drummer and a bass player that's played on the last two records. But everything is just the four of us, and most of it is the two of us. So we're very not bringing in the flashiest pedal steel player or the big to give your album a kick. We just want to be doing the music and creating it ourselves. So
well, we've got flashy Josh Cunningham. I mean,
oh, come on.
I love it. Hey, off the new album, have you got a personal favorite track, each of you?
That's really hard. It's like picking your favorite child.
Yeah.
I guess I would lean towards one that the kids are actually playing on. They're both two little musos, and we wrote the song about them. And it's the closing track. It's not a single or any of that sort of big, fanfare, but it was written about them. And I said to the girls, "Do you want to play on your song?" And they're like, yeah, okay. So they came in the studio. Ellie played bass, who's now 13, and Tia just turned 15, and she plays the fiddle. And it was really lovely to have that moment, and it's recorded for history, regardless what they go on to do, they have that as well, and I feel really special about that.
And Josh, have you got a favorite?
Yeah, I think I'd have to probably say the title track. And, before when you asked about the inspiration for the album, I mean, all I mentioned was the cover, the artwork that got it all going. But musically, that illustration, Felicity kind of, it sort of spoke to her everything around you, because it's the compass. It's kind of encompassing every angle there. But the idea, I guess, is that in this world, everything that filters through you, that you experience, that you observe, that you go through, it affects the person that you are. And we've got the choice to let the good things affect us and push the bad things to the side. And so that song is kind of trying to encapsulate that idea. There's a bit of a theme through the record around that, but that's the title track, and we very intentionally wrote it to communicate that. And once again, tying back into the kids, not to be kind of preachy at them, but we felt that there was a lot of nuggets of wisdom in there that if they could take that on board as they journey on in their life, then they'll be in good stead. So that seems like a special song that really sums up the album as a whole.
So we've picked the first and the last track. We just bookended.
I like that. And that's why you're the perfect couple. But you're right. There is obviously a lot of beauty in the world, but there's a lot of craziness and chaos and bonkersness that is going on at the moment. And if we've got the ability to create something that brings a bit more joy or a bit more positivity in the world, whether it be through music, whether it be through whatever avenue people play in, I think we need to stand up and actually try and put a bit more joy into the world. So credit to you two for this particular album, definitely.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, let's get to the tour. So the tour is in support of the album, Everything Around You. It kicked off on the 6th of March in Port Fairy. I love that place. Holy moly.
Yeah.
You're thick in the middle of it all at the moment. Like we said, you're on the way to Adelaide now, which is playing 3 dates in South Australia. 15th of May at Trinity Sessions Adelaide, which is the one I will be seeing you at. And then 16th of May at Ingulwa. And then 17th of May, which wraps up the entire tour. So I feel like the entire tour has been a dress rehearsal just for South Australia. I'm just saying. Because 17th of May, it's at Lameroo in South Australia. Are you finally excited to be here in Adelaide and, play for your fans here?
It
Oh,
is.
yeah.
It's a special place. I remember when I was a kid, I used to look at a map of Australia and I would be drawn to Adelaide like a magnet. And I remember going there for the first time. Maybe I had built it up, this mythical kind of, quality about it. But when I got there, it didn't disappoint. And I always loved going back to South Australia,
Beautiful.
Adelaide in particular. And the Trinity Sessions is a really wonderful venue. We've done a few gigs there and we absolutely love playing there. So we are saving the best till last, as you say. The whole tour culminates in South Australia.
Yeah. Geez, we better not make any mistakes then. Pressure's
Better
on.
not, because I'll be watching. But yeah, you did right. Trinity Sessions, acoustically, that space is amazing. Absolutely love it. So wrapping up on the 17th of May, obviously you need to get home again, make sure the kids are okay, make sure they didn't have too many wild parties and invite all those boys around. But what happens next for you?
No.
No. What happens next? Do you try and have a break, or do you get straight into creating more music? What's your vibe?
We actually are getting straight into being creative again. We've got a couple of days off, and then we head off, the three of us, our eldest daughter's coming with us, to the songwriters retreat at a place called the Dag in Nundle on the outskirts of Tamworth. And she is pumped. Josh is a little nervous. I'm kind of pumped because it's always when you put yourself in a space to meet a total stranger and try and write a song, at least try and come up with something creative. You don't always have to get it finished, but it's nice to feel like you've added something to another writer's experience.
Definitely. And you know what? I actually accidentally skipped a question, which was really crucial. So with the tour, whoopsie-days, never trust me, because I'll just wander all over the place. I go so random tangentially all the time. But on the tour, do we hear the entire album?
Oh, good question.
There'll be a good portion of it. There's probably a few songs that we haven't played live, but all the big. We're doing the first and the last. Maybe we'll do Grace and Joy, your favorite.
Well, when the kids aren't there.
We usually reserve that to when the kids are there, so that might be one that we don't get to do.
Okay.
But the thing is, we've got the other two records as well. So writing a set list is a little more of a juggle, but the focus is definitely on the new record. You won't hear every single song, but probably 3/4 of it.
Yeah.
Awesome. I cannot wait to hear it. Like we said, everybody, the tour hits Adelaide 15th of May, which is 2 days time. It's not very far away. I better get this video edited out immediately. 15th of May, 16th of May, and 17th of May. It's a tour supporting Everything Around You, which is the brand new album which came out earlier in the year. Please, everybody, Felicity Urquhart and Josh Cunningham, grab your tickets. I'll put the link in this video, and I cannot wait to catch up with you in a couple of days' time.
We look forward to it. Thanks,
sure.
Markus.
Josh and Felicity, and I'll wear my bandana especially for you. I'll see if I can find my leopard one. Josh, I'll bring one along for you.
I might have to do something though. I'll work on that in the next couple of days, and we'll see you there.
On stage, I expect to see a good couple of plants at least. All right?
I think
that
do
might
have
be
some.
possible there. Might be possible.
Well, drive safe. I know you got to start the car up again and zoom over here. And I'll see you in town when you get here. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Good. Thanks, Markus.